All right, let's get this show on the road. I have no idea how much longer. How much longer? Stormblood will be. It's crazy to me there's been like so much more extra story. Trying to recall where we left off. Alright, we have people like just like falling over left and right, like in comas. Person who come to visit is revealed to be no other than Gabu. Last you find the child exactly as he left him, mute and oblivious to the world outside of the walls of his mind. In spite of this, the opportunity to see the koboldling and voice innermost fears to you is enough to rekindle Alice's spirits, and she meets your gaze with renewed resolve. Oh my. Okay. I do recall what we're doing, to some degree. Really not sure what Gabu had anything to do with any of that.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior. A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The Founding Father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alag.
You You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
Well, that was short-lived.
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy. Both yours and mine. Lest you forget, you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you, pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Oh. Dead, but no wounds.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news. After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjuring. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elfino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Kryle! I did not think you well enough to travel.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the Studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
Sounds about right.
Well, that particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone. A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? Right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me. All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes? If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So I suggest we pay her a visit.
Alright, so we get Master Matoya's Crystal Eye. So we can follow a trail to possibly find our friends.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. Better for a young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated if it had? Oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe, and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them. I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
Well, they're being very cagey about what happened there. Curious. Let's see what's going on.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This Shadow Hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn. Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's Guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head-on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hien know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hien.
Wonderful Lord Hien. Alright, is that dock area? So much exposition tonight. Like, I kind of hope all this is setting up for the next expansion, but some of it feels like more of the same. It's really hard to tell where Stormblood really ends. Alright, here we go. That's nice, they all became friends. Took them long enough. mean, do we have to? See this first test? This feels like a waste of time. And we're back. Again. The only good news is that Ian gets more sand in his shoes.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, the time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it!
Yay!
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us.
Yeah, slam straight into it. Yep.
Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
By the gods, it's Alphino. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
Well, if the game just incapacitates the entire cast, it's over. So.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light? I, Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given, one I have long since relinquished. Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible! There's no way you could have survived!
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea?
That's him.
The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Habrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion. But so many more remain. Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword. Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the Red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the Source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Habrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Habrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Ciegalvus.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus. All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland. It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
I don't say this was a big deal.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods. Even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
So that was the infamous Black Wolf. An unexpected ally, to say the least. Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing. A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Good question.
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your kind exists only to usher in the next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in Allagan cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the Founding Father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey? If events play out as planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I, the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Well then. Guess we're going back. Again.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
Yep, he's in a coma too.
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial army to request talks, They returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
God, Lise, you know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
I'll be there.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
Well said.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Dorma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end. Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
Hey Shandis, yeah, it is the meeting. I'm not sure what it's called though, as far as the quest, but yeah.
I will concede
It's
that
their
after
first meeting.
centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here.
Honestly.
Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
Awkward silence.
As Mistress Alize says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
What a pointy outfit. Yeah, it's partly on the front lines. So that means that we're 4 quests away from Shadowbringers. Crazy. I've been so done of Stormblood for so long now. It just keeps going. That's exciting. Curious though, if we start Shadowbringers, then like we're starting it basically in the middle of a mess. Like this doesn't really like tie itself up a bow, really. Politics expansion did drag on for sure, but at least post Shadowbringers was faster than normal. Or no, sorry, Stormblood. Sorry, Stormblood is faster than normal Stormblood. Just keep playing. I believe you. I've said this like a ton of times on stream, but the Stormblood story, it's not amazing. I liked Heaven's Word better. It's okay though. But then all the post stuff, I am not a fan of at all. It undid. It felt like it like kind of just pulled the rug out and undid stuff you did during Stormblood, and it just, I'm just not a fan. But Stormblood like ended really nicely, like the actual like main first ending, the first time the credits roll. But yeah, all the post stuff has just been very questionable. Also not a fan of the what's her face? Crap. Yatsuyu. That whole thing, like the memory loss crap. No. And her brother's a piece of work too. So it was very poetic that they both killed each other, but just ugh. I don't want frustrating characters. But no, I keep hearing that the story beats in the upcoming expansions are better, so I'm looking forward to that because yeah, if it's as good as Heaven's Ward or better, I'm very down, very down. But from what I've heard from other people too, they say that Stormblood is not the peak, which is really good.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Here we go
Before
again.
we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Therapy session. Oh, very nice, Shandis.
Finally, you ask the right question.
Ooh.
I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures.
So he's just crazy. Got it.
To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former Emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace? I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence. Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable! Unconscionable!
And what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together, that we might take fate into our own hands!
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I kind of already did. Ah, the multi-nod.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Here we go.
I'm not sure what I was expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Dorma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Garleans come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
2 of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to count 'em on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right. So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Yeah, we got this. Ooh, and that would be the dungeon, I think. The Face of War. Switching characters? Sounds good, Shandis. Super cool. There's all the stuff I got on. Okay. Oh, that's cool. They got all the like little battle standards here too for everybody. Nice little little touch there. I've honestly forgotten how to do this, so welcome, welcome. Oh, that's cool. Item level below what? It says just like below like a star icon? I'm not even sure what that even means. What level do I need to be? I even look this up? Crap. What am I right now? I'm 350. I believe I had this issue last expansion, if I remember properly. I forgot even what I did. I bought gear from somebody. But it didn't tell me like what item level I need, is the weird thing. Item level's fine? Maybe 360. Oh, okay. I have 350. Yes, I do. Where do I need to go? Where am I? I wouldn't even know how to get back here is the issue too. Teleport to the FC house. Can I use return? Or wait. Just telly. Hoping that's it. I've done this like once or twice ever, and I don't make it a habit. You're literally gonna put me in the right direction because I have no clue what I'm doing here. Alright, welcome back. We are almost done with Stormblood. Shandis is helping me figure out gear. Apparently my item level is too low by 10 to do the final mission. Which is kind of sad, but also hilarious as well because, like, I don't know, we've done hours of content and have not gotten any gear rewards from it. There's plenty of chances for me to have gotten item level, and it's not happened. But I remember this happening at the end of Heavensward, I think. I know Shandis was like, he mentioned some place where I could have bought gear from some random NPC with some kind of currency that I have. I can't even remember where I even found that. It's not that. God, I do not remember where. Is it key items? No. It's one of these menus. Currency. There we go. Easy. Thank you, Shandis. Ooh. Oh my god. It's freaking like 300 plus stats. Is my gear that bad? Thank you. What the heck? Where did it go? Crap. There we go. I'm sorry, this is taking forever. I'll just use recommended. That's strange, it only changes the ring. What did you trade me? You traded me a body, a ring, and hands. The Rakshasa. Oh, it's not even... Oh, it boosted up my item level anyways, I see. Or maybe that was just the ring? Surely not. Yeah, I can't even wear this stuff. But I'm at 358 now. That's big. I'm assuming it just being in my bags is like enough for it to boost the item level. I assume. Thank you, sir. Oh god, this is ugly. But thank you, though. Oh, 363. Perfect. How... Is it glamour? Oh, I'm technically ready. Is it glamour or is it dye? No, it's glamour. Lord Almighty, how do I even remember doing this? I set up something before with... Was it the plate? It was the plates. It's so much easier. How? There we go. There we go. Wait, what the heck? It's all pets? I appreciate it. What the heck? Who's trying to me? Oh, Renee? Oh my god. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. You need... Sorry, I just saw this in the freak chat thing. Oh, you're asking for people to join, I see. How do I use these? Sorry, Rector. I'll catch you up in just a second. I'm being overwhelmed with information. An otter. Can we... Is there a way for me to preview this? Nope. Nope, not that. These are menus I don't ever access. How do I... These are mounts. Where are the pets? I don't have a bound, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Strange that it's its own little menu. So we got... Oh my god, that thing is cute. Oh, this looks like the little baby ones that we did during that one questline. Little Lord Hien. Got a... What is this? That's adorable. Oh my god. Is this a cat? Oh, it's a tiger. Oh, that's very cute too. Jesus, all these little baby animals. Oh, Yugiri. Also very cool. I realized I had all these too. We got Alphino and jeez. I forgot I had all these minions. I remember that one. How are we getting that one? Oh my god, a koala. Tengu... Crap. Oh my god. I'll look at it later. I won't keep it held up. I don't remember this at all. It's okay, I've never been here. I don't remember anything. So Ragtier, we Alphino is now in a coma as well. The Garlemald Empire, they want to poison everybody and with some sort of black rose gas or something. So we sabotaged like one of the factories, but then apparently there was more to do, or more to get rid of. I don't know. They still have more. We tried to sue for peace with them, and they essentially said no. So now we're here. If that makes any sense. That's like the really, really abbreviated version. Crap. I've been playing for like an hour, and I haven't like cast a single ability this entire time. It's been a bunch of exposition. Cleave. I've got, I think, like Fire 2 and Thunder 4. That's what I've got for Cleave. Maybe I've got more. I just don't know it. Oh, maybe that's the wrong Thunder spell. Thunder... Crap. I know Fire 2 Cleaves. I'm out of mana. Ooh, a boss. Oh, okay. Well, I moved out of my circle. That's not great. Oh, it's gonna spin. Okay. I was afraid it would, like, oh god, it would, like, overreach, like spin more than 360 or something. Oh boy. Wrong way. I probably should have gone the other way. And awesome stacks. That's great. Oh, oh. I should be safe here. Okay. Stack. I'm sure my damage was just complete garbage. Guess I ever just passed that. Okay. Ooh, blue water. I had to like look up my AoE rotation again because like I don't know it very well. What's that? I got thunder. I forget what a flare does. A flare eats all my mana. Can't use that.
Ready?
Like, I can't move and damage very well. At least the numbers will be higher now. Marginally, yeah. little bit. No clue what's happening. Oh, it's Lise. Peloton. Amaze. Alright. Let's see if I can try to not screw up my single target rotation this time. Fire 3, put down a rune. Oh god. The heck? I don't like this. Okay, my intuition's serving well. My little circle's still out there. It's just chilling over here. Making really good use out of that. Make sure to use foul. Oh, I still got hit. Oh, and you're gone. Okay. Jeez. Oh my god. That was freaking close. We actually lost somebody there too. Necklace, very nice. I assume those are good stats for me. That's not for me. That's not for me.
You underestimate
It's also not for me. You underestimate me. Like, Anakin, is that you? Get to the high ground. I know, right? Oh, okay. The Schola Colossus. One thing I don't know is like if is it foul? That's foul. If foul's damage is increased if I'm in fire versus frost, or if it doesn't really matter. Because it may not matter. Oh my. But part of me thinks it should, but I don't know. No, I can't. Drug out of line of sight. And out of range. What is this terrible range?
As one!
That's not good. Glad that didn't hit very hard. Oh god. Up, 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 up. That was real close. There's a little guy over here like, I have you now. Like, dude, I don't think this guy even knows you're there.
Time to get serious.
Oh, very nice. Dang, I can't get any of this stuff. Oh. Oh, how cute, they match. It's just like telepathic, like they're not really speaking, but... Actually, their helmets are like vertical mirrored symmetry. No fall damage. Wonderful. Oh, I didn't realize that's on me. Sorry. Oh. Am I lagging? I want to say I'm lagging. That was weird. What ground effect was that? Oh god, I'm sorry. I can't shield myself, I can't do anything. Oh. No. Oh my god. What the heck? At least I could see the ground effects that time. First time I died, I didn't even know what killed me. Oh god, no. I don't want to res here. I will say that's one thing that WoW has going for it. When you get battle res, it's like pretty much instantaneous. Then this, like, you know, 5 seconds later, like, everything's changed suddenly. I need to see 5 seconds into the future what's gonna happen. Okay, got myself a shield. I'm sure my damage is just pathetic looking. Everyone wants to stack. I'm gonna stack. They've served their purpose? Okay. There are no damage changes in FF? I'm sure there's gotta be. There's gotta be. Who's the tiny person? This entire time. I knew we had a fourth member. I never saw them. Amazing. Well, thank you for the help. That was very fun, even though I had no clue what the heck was going on. I'm surprised I didn't die as much as I could have. Oh, there's chilling over there. I got a ton of gear that I haven't even, like, equipped yet. Let's... Oh, and only the necklace is good? That sucks. Okay. Well, still, upgrade. We'll take it. Yoshi P says no. I say there's gotta be. There has to. It has to exist. If anyone plays this game at all competitively, it's got to exist. And maybe it's just like the WoW side of me coming out. Let's see what these pets look like real quick. Subject here somewhere. What were they? It was... That's kind of cute. I like the seal a lot more. The koala is hilarious looking. Oh, we had that one earlier. It was a Tengu doll. I'm not familiar with that one either. And the Rawman one. Very cute. Thank you for those. Calling it a drone strike struck on me. Let's see how this all plays out at the end.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
I mean, the twins said they served their purpose,
We
so
should give chase.
what's happening?
Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Not again.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right?
And then there was one.
Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Well, we have yet to see a pattern as to why that even happens in the first place. I can't even tell you, like, why. Why? Like, what did we do to make that happen? How did you know we were gonna be stuck with friggin' Ian? It's like, well, sorry, your friend passed out. Bye. Like, I understand it's like the midpoint thing, like the post story. It's just where we were, right? Yeah. But this doesn't feel like a lot of closure. It's like, yeah, we did it. It's like, I don't know. Like, defeating the twins just didn't feel very final? I don't know. Where am I going? Right. Like, when we beat Spaghetti Man earlier, like, it felt a lot more, like, big. Like that fight did. Like, he fell through the floor. There's a dragon. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. This instance just didn't feel nearly as grand. Not that it was bad. It's just like, it's like we won. Like, it just doesn't have that same kind of feel. Surely some of the stuff has some kind of gear, right? Surely. Oh, already. Got two of the same item. I see. Orchestral roll. Green tea. Not sure what half this stuff is, but okay. New gear, that's good. These pants are disgusting. Wait, where is she? I thought she beat me here. Oh yeah, that was the other thing that happened. We talked to the old witch lady from like eons ago, probably like from the original story. I can't remember exactly, but she helped us with her little crystal ball before, with like something to do with the Aether. This time we're trying to see if she could help us find our missing friends, whose spirits could be entwined with that same Aether or something, or I don't know. It seemed to be that they're essence was essentially like kind of cut off or lost. They couldn't trace it back to where it went. So, big mystery, and no one knows what to do with it. So sort of dead in there, which is okay, but yeah. And then out in the desert, they got the shield wall working. Oh, Maxima has a new outfit. You thought it was horny butler. Oh, Airy. Hmm. Ah, Sid. mystery gift, too. And we're back. Again. Upon speaking of Raven, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Tonight has been all cutscenes except for that dungeon. Bring it on. Ooh, have fun? Okay, okay. Hopefully it's good. Here, 1 second. Okay, good. We have all the right stuff on. I couldn't open this, could I? Yeah, I couldn't. Okay. We'll deal with that later. If it's what you think it is, you're about to hate your life. Oh god. Now I'm not sure. It's a Requiem for Heroes. God. Okay, here we go.
There have been several skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald.
This feels unlikely,
In light
but
of
okay.
this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east!
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Xenos. Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight? Much obliged. Given the choice, I'd take you over 100 soldiers.
And again.
They open. Please, I bid you open.
If I take out the main character, that's really lame.
What's wrong?
Nope,
Is it
still
the
alive.
voice again? Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this? May Ralga grant us strength. Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Wait, what? So we've gotten to play as Y'shtola, we've gotten to play as Alphino, and now we're playing as Locan. We've got okay, it's mostly just attacks. Oh, that's sick. Okay.
Ready?
You're doing absolutely 0 damage to this guy. Oh my. I don't have a heal.
This one's for you, Ada.
This guy has so much HP. Oh god. Oh no. Don't take my spot. Oh god. Erg is right. Almost gonna kill that. God, I have no clue what I'm doing. Oh. I got healed though.
Here it comes.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
The weave of a shinobi's power. The art of my forebears.
That's crazy. Up, 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 up. That was very cool. Okay. That worked out better. has so much health. Is Lord Hand gonna die? Is he just gonna get whacked by this poser? I shut up out at the party.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still, he must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Bringer of light. It has been too long.
Did we actually get to kill him this time?
No words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored, and only your death will redress the balance.
They forgot to put defeat Xenos again, but it's okay. Alright, here goes nothing. Well, something healed me, so I appreciate that, because I don't heal very well. Nope. Okay. Noted. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I need Blizzard 4 to go off as well. Oh god. There's more of them. What? Spider's a black mage. I know, right? It's something. I don't want to be like, just try normal again. I don't want to do wrong though. I'm not sure. Wait, did I do the whole thing over again? Even this part? Like... Okay. Wait.
This one's for you, Ada.
I need a heal really badly.
Here it comes!
The weave of a shinobi's power.
This move is so cool though.
The art of my forebears.
That's true. But the drama, I know. In the coming battle, you'll fight it yourself. Nice. A requiem for heroes. I kind of want to look up, like, because I don't even know what I did wrong in that fight. I'll hit a big story spoiler. I just don't know what I did wrong last time. There were 3 big things around the outside, and each one exploded at like a different time. And I forget, I was near one of them when they exploded, but I essentially got one-shotted. That's what it felt like. So I just wasn't sure. Usually it's like ground effects or something I can look for, and I just wasn't sure where all 3 squads are gonna be dead. Oh, so I didn't kill all 3 in time? Maybe? I killed 1, maybe 2? I forget. Okay. That's all it is. We can try again. I was making sure I wasn't like standing in a thing I wasn't supposed to be, because it felt like it was something unavoidable. Okay. That's fine. I just need to kill 3, that's what we'll do. Because usually they're pretty self-explanatory, but I know I've had a couple fight guides in the past that have been helpful because I wouldn't have known otherwise. But yeah, I just didn't want to like walk into this blindly again and fail on the exact same thing. So, okay. I guess I'll save maybe ley lines for that part. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have it back up in time. But that way I at least have like faster casting speed. So I also have swift cast. I don't think I used that last time. Yeah, okay. Let's try it. A lot of damage. I just have to reset. Oh, okay. Oh right, so 3 lines. Okay. Let's foul real quick before we get that. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Interrupted, okay. I don't know. Okay. Alright, told myself I was going to use ley lines for this. Grab the ground effects. Okay. I got plenty of mana, I just need to get this thing killed, like now. not get it. Well, that worked out better than last time. I cast so slow, and like having to move really sucks. Like I'm not sure how you're supposed to get all that. I could have spent a geared too, I don't know. Oh, I don't like that. Blizzard 3 was casting so slow. Get foul off real quick. That was close. Take a refresh real quick. Get another foul off. Transition back. Get rid of those fouls. Do we have a second? I lost it. Should have done fire then foul. Oh man. Almost got him. Almost got him. Jesus. Thank you for the pointers. What?
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, you will still fail.
Please, I beseech you.
Ah, someone calls to you.
The hard cut.
Too late, alas.
So we're dead.
At last, I found you. Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength. I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done.
Kinda need some answers here, buddy.
Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts, one which I pray will help you on your journey. All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
Soon, we will throw wide the gates.
Yeah, that's definitely not creepy.
And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
You're awake. Thank heavens.
Explain? Anything?
Do you recall the confrontation with Xenos? You were the first to come to the aid of Mistress Lys and the others on the front line. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons. Lest you wonder, he left before you awoke. As is his wont. Estinian never was one for emotional farewells. Though Xenos bested all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean Alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial Court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Xenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times. yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you. Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest. But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Well, I didn't expect to be back here again. Oh yeah, the Mr. Gift. Well, guess we're going right back. Thanks, everybody.
By the 12! I don't believe it! I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on? Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion.
Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him! Sir Emmerich said the fighting had reached a stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Xenos comes back... Thancred, Y'shtola, Urianger, Alphino, Alize... You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me? So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home. As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right? But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut? There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid, and the researchers of St. Coinac's find.
Researchers of
Don't
who?
you worry, we'll find that beacon for you.
Oh, the twins are there too.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home? I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
A minor setback. He will not escape me again.
Oh, this is the end?
Where is your
I might call it
grandsire?
after this.
I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Ascians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Ascian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
clearly that's happening. Oh, the real credits. Yay! Oh my god. What a roller coaster. Watch some of the credits for a little bit. It's cool seeing the artwork too. Does the first quest just like catapult you into just a bunch of stuff, I'm assuming, from that statement? Oh, another cutscene? I see. I despise that character so much. Trying to think back of like all the stuff that just happened over the last like stream or two. I'm not sure what the whole like Gabu thing was about. It felt really random. I went back to Limsa Laminsa. I don't know. Gabu will come back? Okay. There just wasn't like a lot of information really gained from that interaction earlier, so I was like, I just don't know what that was about. It was real short-lived. Oh, man. Can I... wait. Can I actually, like, finish this? Okay. Oh, wait, no. I thought it was the mystery gift. Do I already have that? Oh, crap.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
bloody savages!
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I assume that's the Crystal Tower. Wow. Back away slowly. I swear there was some sort of like Mr. Gift thing, but I have no clue what that was. The chest? Was it this chest? Or was it... This one I couldn't open, is from earlier. Next to the materia. It's a glare prism. Oh, okay. This one was from earlier, so it's not that one. I had this. It has like a duplicate in it, so I couldn't open it, and I haven't gone through my inventory to get rid of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It just had question marks over it earlier, so it could have just been just the ones I just opened, one of these two, but not a big deal, since I never knew what it was. I think this bag was already full from earlier. Sanitizer? Okay. Yeah, I've got the traveler's mask, jacket, gloves, trousers, boots, and the staff of crags. Apparently none of which are good. Okay. God, I always forget how to do this crap. Is glam only? Okay. It's kind of cool looking. Is there a way I can see the set all together, or is it only one item at a time? Ooh. The scarf look, that's kind of cool. Go with the icon in the bottom middle. That says save. Oh. So that like locks this in, I guess. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I guess I don't have to do it after every item. Let me see. That's fine. Oh, cool. Okay. I've never done this. Very roguelike looking. It's cool though. That's what the feet look like. Those are very tall. Also, I've never done this. That's cool. Yeah, I've never used that button in my life, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. There's so much about this game, I'm like, I don't know. I just always tried on one item at a time. Alright, the boots are so freaking big. I like how they give me shoes even though I don't have shoes. They're like, here you go. I'll throw you a bone. Well, there's a weapon too. Yeah, this one. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's definitely different than any other stuff I've ever had. That's kind of cool looking. Can I change the color of it? Or is it... that's just like what it is, maybe? Or... I don't see a dye option, so... can't? Okay, yeah. Item icon, if it has a circle top right, means it's dyeable. Oh, I see. Like this stuff here. Gotcha. I remember we talked about this at one point, and I forget what the pluses mean, but the pluses also meant something too. I set up like glamour plates back then too, so that was exciting to learn that. I do remember that. I don't remember what I did to add things to like my, is it my dresser or like essentially transmog collection. I forget what I had to do that. I was trying to recall just by looking over this and like it's not ringing a bell again. Oh, crap. I'll have to look it up again at some point. Go to the inn. Right, I have to actually interact with the dresser to be able to do the thing, right? I'll have to look at the Zeppelin video again. It's been a second. That sounds familiar. Okay. At least I remembered that much. I just remember just looking at these options and going like, none of this looks right. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Does have inventory space? That was the issue I was running into earlier. Cause like, pretty much from like the start of my travels, I didn't empty out anything. I sold a couple things and then I just had like this giant like list of stuff that I just didn't get rid of. So I wasn't sure how to like keep for transmog for later. So. Cool. Okay. I guess I'll wrap it up here. And we'll start up Shadowbringers is next, I guess. What's the abbreviation for that? Because you're using SB for Stormblood. So people in the know, like what are they? SHB. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I've had random people come into chat sometimes too, and I'm like, I don't know. They've used abbreviations for different things, not just for the expansions, just across the board. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Please spell it out for me. I'm sorry. I know so little. I even had the order of the expansions in the wrong order in my mind. The ones I've done, I know, and like the future ones, I'm like, I have no clue. I guess since Stormblood just had the What's the word I'm thinking of? Since it just came prior, like it just got the default of being SB. So poor Shadowbringers got the shaft. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna stream this next. I know I'm done traveling because like February I was just very busy traveling. Gotta fit in a music stream at some point too. If I can stream it sometime this week, I'll try. But if not, definitely the weekend is what the idea will be. So I want to give it at least 2 or 3 hours on the first playthrough for Shadowbringers just to give it some time because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. So I want to make sure I have enough time to actually like sit down and do the thing. So, but thank you for the help tonight. Thanks for helping point me in the right direction. It's crazy. I think earlier you were like, oh yeah, you're on like such and such quest. And that means you only have 4 quests left. And that was like, what, an hour and a half ago or something, or 2 hours ago. It's like, how long 4 quests can you be stretched out? But it was that's ridiculous. I was thinking like, dang, they got a lot of like wrap up. It was only like 4 quests. And then like suddenly it's just like this elongated craziness. But people want Shadowbringers. We'll see. I know that we've had like Ragnar and Angela have been like 2 mainstays that have just kept up with Stormblood, and that was just a roller coaster of like what the heck is happening in the story. A freaking mess. Like I said, the main story, it was fine. Ceiling falls and everything, and Yatsuyu stuff, and you know. But then just when everything felt like it got kind of like undone, like no one actually died, and it was just like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure like across the board, no one was a fan of that. This was drug on forever. So here's to hoping for the new story stuff, because I keep hearing it's better. So we'll be there for that. So don't worry, that's good at least. Shadowbringers is far more cohesive. I truly hope so. I don't have very like high expectations. Like I don't need like some like award-winning crazy like, you know, blows me away. Like it needs to be better than what just happened. Not like tonight, but just like the past like 4 streams. It needs to at least be better than that. It doesn't be like a lot better, just marginally better than that, and we'll be, you know, in good shape. So Shadowbringers made you cry more than once. Aw, okay. It's probably a good sign. There's some kind of emotional like component to it. That's a good thing. Because so much has happened so far, and like for real, like Heavensward, it was really kind of just like stuck. I feel like for character growth and development. Obviously, like the characters that were involved in that were able to grow and do things, but like across the board for like all the scions and stuff, they weren't really like involved. So, or not near as much, I guess. But the one good thing Stormblood had going for it, I feel like, is that it actually helped push characters further along their story than they had been the entire time. So I feel like at least the stage is set for some cool things going forward, is what it seems like. So that's me not knowing anything about anything. So, but yeah, you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, Shadowbringers in the future. See you later.